Hello and welcome along to round 8 of ETF1 League Season 6. We are in Texas for the United States Grand Prix at the Circuit of the Americas. So it's round 8, we're fast approaching the end of the season. We've got a couple of American races and then the season finale at Yas Marina. So as we look at the points table heading into round 8, and Peter Morgan is your leader with 130 points. Solomon Fackery is only 12 points behind, 118 points. And Chris Padajak in third with 85 points. Blake Williamson is in fourth position, but there's only 1 point between himself, Liam Tipping and Trent Fuller. So fourth, fifth and sixth, a close battle there in the points. As we take a look at the constructors standings, and Scuderia Ferrari with 203 points, well ahead of Mercedes with 144 points, and Red Bull with 111 points, Aston Martin in fourth with 102 points, and McLaren fifth with 60 points. So let's have a closer look at the Circuit of the Americas. It's been a while since ETF1 has raced at this venue. The last time we were here was all the way back in Season 2, where Liam Jensen won for Mercedes, and in Season 1 Nathan Kennedy took the victory for Ferrari. It's a very fast circuit with a lot of overtaking opportunities, one of them being at the end of that long back straight. So let's take a look and see how the grid have qualified ahead of the United States Grand Prix. And it's Peter Morgan in first position, ahead of Solomon Fackery, your two championship contenders on the front row, and Trent Fuller in third, out qualifying Chris Padajak, Aston Martin and Ferrari on the second row, and Blake Williamson will start in fifth position in the McLaren. Just over 4 seconds behind Peter Morgan there is Blake Williamson, first to fifth. So let's have a look at some highlights now from the United States Grand Prix. The lights are out and the drivers make their way to turn 1, and up the hill, Trent Fuller, late braking, dives down the outside and off the circuit. Blake Williamson bringing up the rear. Solomon Fackery overtook Peter Morgan at the start and leads the pack through Sector 1. And as the drivers make their way through the circuit, Chris Padajak finds himself in the wall. Loses control of the car, and bam. Some minor wing damage there for the Ferrari driver. Meanwhile, up ahead in the other Ferrari, Solomon Fackery leads the race. And after Chris Padajak hit the wall, Blake Williamson and Trent Fuller find themselves battling for third. As Blake and Trent fight for third, Chris Padajak slowly chases him down after his incident on lap 1. And on lap 7, Chris Padajak finally catches up to the McLaren of Blake Williamson and tries to pass him for fourth. Chris Padajak gets the move done down the straight, only for Blake to repass him into the turn. And Chris Padajak would pull the same move on the McLaren a few laps later. Meanwhile, up ahead, Peter Morgan is in first position and Solomon Thackeray in second place. Solomon's pitted and put the medium tyres on, and Peter Morgan is still out on the mediums he started on. And the battle for last position continues between Ferrari and McLaren. Chris Padajak in fourth position, Blake Williamson in fifth. And up ahead, Solomon Thackeray is in first position after Peter Morgan's pitted and put the hard tyres on. And after his medium tyres just held on during the race, Solomon Thackeray will cross the line in first position, just ahead of Peter Morgan in second position, and Trent Fuller across the line in third place ahead of Chris Padajak. Crosses the line in fourth position, and Blake Williamson crossing the line in fifth place for McLaren. And here's the footage of the podium celebrations from the race.
Oh, did he? Yeah, there you go. Alright, there's the podium. There's 2 rounds to go. Vegas, Yas Marina. There's the podium. There's that black guy again. He's back in Ferrari. Nice.
And there we go. Solomon Thackeray takes the victory ahead of Peter Morgan. It's his second victory this season and in ETF1 League history. You'd be happy with that one. And indeed, it's being showered with champagne there. All the drivers and that Ferrari guy getting involved. And Solomon also gets your driver of the day. So as we take a look at the full race results, and indeed Solomon Thackeray taking the victory ahead of Peter Morgan, 1.5 seconds at the end there, it was pretty close, and Trent Fuller in third position. It's another podium there for the Aston Martin driver, and Chris Padajak in fourth place, Blake Williamson in fifth position. Some differing strategies there, some people pitting twice, but yeah, one-stop strategy working for Solomon in this race, who also got the fastest lap. As we take a look at the driver's standings after the United States Grand Prix, Peter Morgan still in the lead. It's only 5 points ahead of Solomon Thackeray, who closed the gap after his victory and getting the extra point for the fastest lap as well. And Chris Padajak still in third place with 97 points. Trent Fuller moving up to fourth with 74 points. He overtakes Blake Williamson, who's in fifth place. As we take a look at the constructors' standings, in Ferrari still in first position with 241 points. They almost had enough points to take the constructors' standings this round, but not quite. They needed to be 90 points clear. Mercedes second with 163 points, and Aston Martin with 117 points. They overtake Red Bull, who moved down to fourth with 111 points, and McLaren still there in fifth place with 70 points. Well, that wraps things up here in Texas for the United States Grand Prix. We'll be back at the next round in Las Vegas. Brand new venue and a brand new event for ETF1 League, and we'll leave you with a photo montage of all the action here from the Circuit of the Americas. So we'll catch you guys at the next race, but until then, it's bye for now.